Hi guys, welcome to my review for Lyngsfjord Adventure. These guys do Arctic adventures in northern Norway, not too far from Tromso. They offer snowmobile riding, reindeer sledding, husky sledding, ice fishing. You can stay at the camp, which looks fantastic. So we booked through our tour operator when we arranged our holiday to northern Norway. They do have a website and a Facebook page and can be contacted directly. The activities that we did were reindeer sledding and husky sledding, so I'm going to review those. We got picked up in Tromso, and then it's about an hour and a half coach ride out to Camp Tamok where all the activities take place. It really is a nice coach ride though. It's not it doesn't feel like an hour and a half because the scenery that you go past and you go along the fjords and the lakes and that is just so beautiful. Take a camera on the coach with you, because if you can get a decent shot through the windows, then there's some beautiful photos to be taken there. There's a couple flashing down below. Once you arrive at the Camp Tamok, there's a guide that meets you on the coach, and that they send you off into the large building where they give you snowsuits, gloves, boots. There are toilet facilities there as well, so after your hour and a half drive you've got time to go to the toilet and stuff before you go and get changed. I would recommend you do go to the toilet before you put your snowsuit on. Camp Tamok is absolutely beautiful. It's in a beautiful place right in the middle of the mountains. Absolutely stunning. The guides in the camp were absolutely brilliant. We couldn't fault them in any way. They were really friendly, spoke great English, really felt welcome and really looked after us. I'm going to start with the husky sledding first. Once you've had your briefing, you choose who's driving first, and then the passenger gets on the front of the sled and the driver gets on the back. I think he said we went about 6 to 8 kilometres up through the valley. They stop halfway so you can swap over your driving on the way back, so you get to both have a go at driving and both have a go at enjoying the passenger ride. The husky sleds are quite straightforward to drive. It's literally you have a soft brake, then there's like a large metal brake, that's your stopping brake. Once you're on your way, it's absolutely brilliant. You're just sledding through the wilderness, through the Norwegian wilderness, on the snow. There's around trees alongside the frozen river. They go a fair speed, the dogs. It's a nice fun activity, nice and fast. Not like the reindeer, they walk at it's more of a very relaxing, slow pace with the reindeer, but the dogs are quite energetic and quite speedy. Once you get back to the camp after you finish your husky sledding, they sort out the dogs and you head over to the lavvu, and inside it there's some tables and chairs, and there's a nice log burner in the middle, and then they serve you a meal. The hosts were absolutely wonderful, really friendly and really helpful. I think we arrived back in Tromso for about 3 o'clock, 3:30. If you do book 2 activities at the camp that day, I think their evening activities start at 7, so you can actually stay at the camp through the day and they'll look after you there. Now I'm going to talk about the reindeer sledding. We've got a little mini bus that took us on literally a 2-minute drive to where the reindeer were kept. Split us into 2 groups, and the first group went off with the reindeer and the second group went into the lavvu, and we learnt about the Sami culture. That was really interesting. You go in, you sit down on a nice reindeer skin floor, and he just tells you all about the Sami culture and the Sami people. Then you get on your sled, you sit 2 people to a sled, and you kind of sit one facing forward and then the other person behind you, so you kind of lean against each other for support and that, and the reindeer goes along and plods along, and you have a nice walk up the frozen lake through the mountains, and it's just really nice, really relaxing. Just reindeer kind of much slower pace than the husky. Once we got back at the end of the trip, we went into the reindeer enclosure and they allowed us to feed the reindeer. After you've done that, you return back to the camp, and you go in a big lavvu, and you have your lunch there, so they give you tea, coffee, and then you have your lunch. Camp Tamok was an absolutely wonderful place. We absolutely loved it. The host was so helpful, really friendly, and I couldn't fault it. When I revisit Norway, I think I'll only ever go with Lyngsfjord Adventure now. It's just a wonderful place and we had a great time. The staff were absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much for watching my video. Check out my other videos. There's also a review of the Northern Lights chase that we went on with a different company, and also check out my other channel, Sky High Views, which is an aerial photography service that I provide in the UK. Thanks very much. Bye.